Hello guys, how are you? I hope you are doing very well. Today we are starting with a new series. The name of the series is C Leong, which is very important book for your prelims as well as your mains examination. We are starting this series and we will start it like from chapter 1 to chapter end. We will continue the whole chapter, and in the chapters you will come to know about why this book considered as the one of the most important books for the physical geography. Although the name of the book is physical as well as human geography, but this book is very comprehensive and very conceptual in nature for the physical geography. Let's start with the chapter 1. The name of the chapter is the Earth and the Universe. First question arises, why we are studying the Earth and Universe in the first chapter. When we understand the definition of geography, it is the study of Earth as a residence or as a home for the human beings. So in this definition we will come to know about two things. One is Earth, second one is home for human beings. So one is physical concept, second one is human concept. That is, Earth is physical geography. This one, home for human, is human geography. That's why geography has two components. One is physical geography and second one is human geography. Now, this thing, understand ki why we are studying Earth. Now, second thing is that why we are studying the universe. Earth is a part of solar system and solar system is a part of galaxy. The name of galaxy is Milky Way, and that Milky Way galaxy is a part of universe. So if we want to understand about Earth, we need to start from the scratch, that is from the universe. Now, when we start with the universe, first thing come then how this universe came into existence. There are several theories for the origin of universe. First theory that came was nebular hypothesis. One was Laplace hypothesis, and second one was of Kant hypothesis of nebula. Now we don't go into the depth of what is Kant hypothesis, what is nebular hypothesis of Kant, and what is nebular hypothesis of Laplace. Let's simply understand what is nebula. Nebula hota kya hai? So, the nebula means cloud. What does nebula means? Nebula means a cloud. A cloud which is made up of gases, a cloud which contains dust particles. So a cloud which consists of gases and dust particle is known as nebula. Now, when this cloud start rotating, what is start? Which kind of motion? Rotational motion. Two types of force start existing on it. One is centripetal force. Second one is centrifugal force. One is centripetal, that is the particles start attracting towards the center, and due to centrifugal force the particles are getting away from the center. These are two types of force. When any body is rotating, there are two kind of force existing on that. One is centripetal and one other one is centrifugal force. Apart from this, these dust particles, this is particle A, this is particle B. In between them a third force, that is gravitational force, is start working. What is gravitational force? A gravitational force is a type of attraction force, first thing. Second thing is it is a universal force. Third thing is if two bodies are present in universe, they both exert a force, that is gravitational force. One is present on Earth, consider this is present on Earth, this one is on Mars. then also they are exerting a force. That force is gravitational force. Now when this nebula is rotating, there are three types of force. One is centripetal, one is centrifugal, and one is gravitational force. Due to this rotation and due to this centripetal and gravitational force, the more denser particles you will find near the center. It is density d1, and the lighter particles, density d2, you will find on the surface or on the periphery of this nebula. So I can say d1 is much greater than that of d2. So denser particle you will always find near the center, and the lighter material, that is having less density, you will find on the periphery. In our solar system, if we consider center, it is sun, and rest are planets. This is our solar system. Sun contains approximately 99.4% mass of whole universe. More than 99% mass is concentrated on the sun, and sun lies in the center, where rest of the masses are with planets. They are on the periphery or on the outer part of the nebula or that cloud. Okay. So this is the reason why we have sun at the center and planets at the periphery or at the outer away from the center, due to centripetal force as well as due to gravitational force. I think till now it is clear. The next theory which came was Big Bang theory. It was in 1920 when Edwin Hubble gave this hypothesis, and later on in after 1920 this theory came into the existence, that is Big Bang theory. According to this theory, the whole universe started from a single point, that is the point of singularity, and after the explosion in the singularity or in that single point, the whole universe came into the existence. These are the two major theories to understand how the universe and came into the existence. So Big Bang theory and nebular hypothesis. This is the how this nebula forms our solar system, and how this nebula gave rise to your solar system, or I can say our universe. Till now, I hope everything is clear. How the universe came into the formation, how solar system came into the existence, how planets formed, and why sun lies at the center of our solar system. If we consider any celestial body, you will find there are certain layers present in the celestial body, and the outer layer, which is away from the center, you will always find the lighter material away from the center, and you will find heavier material, or I can say the material having higher density near the that center. Take the example of Earth. This is Earth. This is the center. Near the center, you will find nickel and ferrous, and away from the center, you will find material like aluminium. So the lighter material always present on away from the center, and the heavier material or material having higher density is always present near the center. This applies to all celestial body. That means I can say all celestial body have layers, like Earth have core, mantle, crust, and among these layer we can divide into two. These layer can be divided into two form. One is the layer of material having high density, that is D1, and second layer is lower density material, that is D2. So this kind of division in layers are mainly due to the density. I hope I'm clear. Next thing, now come to our solar system. Our solar system comprises of one sun, or I can say one star. Sun is the only star present in our solar system, and sun is the only source of heat as well as light for our solar system. Just because of sun, there are several nuclear reaction that happen to in the sun, and because of those reaction we got light as well as heat energy. Apart from the sun, we have number of planets. How many number of planets? There are 8 planets. There are 8 planets, starting from the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Earlier, before 2006, we have one more planet, that is Pluto, but after 2006 we don't consider it as a planet. Now it is considered as a dwarf planet. Pluto is a dwarf planet. These planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are known as terrestrial planet. These terrestrial planets are made up of solid surface. The surface is solid, whereas these are giant, or I can say Jovian planets. These are made up of gases. They all are Earth-like, and they all are Jupiter-like. If we consider the size, they are of Jupiter-like. That means they are having big size, and they are having less size as similar to our Earth. First, Mercury. Mercury, as it is the first planet very close to sun. This is your sun, and this is the Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet. First thing. Second thing, if it is very close to the sun, the orbit is also very small in size. Orbit is also small in size. If orbit is very small in size, that means it will complete the revolution in very small amount of time. That's why the time taken by the Mercury to complete one revolution is very less. Why it is less? Because the orbit is very less. If you are running and the distance is very less, that means you will complete that distance in very small amount of time. Similarly, if we go away from the sun, you will find the length of orbit is increasing. If the length of orbit is increasing, that means the time taken to complete one revolution is also increasing. That means the smallest time to complete the revolution is of Mercury. Now, start one by one planets. We understand what are inner planets, outer planets, terrestrial planet or Jovian planets. Mercury. The important thing about Mercury is that it does not have any atmosphere. Atmosphere is absent. Atmosphere is absent in Mercury. That's why you will find it is not the hottest planet. It is not the hottest planet. The temperature which you find on Mercury is approximately 427 degrees Celsius. It is the maximum temperature, but the temperature you will find on the Venus, it is higher than that of you will find in Mercury. Why? Because Mercury does not have any kind of atmosphere. What atmosphere does? Atmosphere actually traps the heat, and due to that trapping in the heat, the temperature of the planet start increasing. If we consider Earth, if Earth do not have any kind of atmosphere, the Earth become a ball of snow. Why? Because there is nothing to trap the heat. Mercury do not have atmosphere, that's why it is not an not the hottest planet. And Venus having atmosphere, and in the atmosphere of Venus you will find carbon dioxide. Due to that carbon dioxide gas present on the Venus, that one is the hottest planet of our solar system. Okay, this is Mercury, this is Venus. It is also known as morning or evening star, and you will find approximately 96% CO2 in the atmosphere of Venus. That's why it is the hottest planet of our solar system. Next is our Earth. We will take Earth in different chapter. In chapter number 2 we will discuss Earth in the very detailed format. Next planet is Mars. It is known as red planet. Red planet. Why it is red in color? Due to the presence of iron oxide. Iron oxide. And one more thing which is very important for Mars, that on the surface of Mars you will find various kind of landforms, that is volcanic landforms. You will find craters, you will find valleys, you will find polar ice is possible in on the surface of Mars. So that's why Mars is quite interesting, and ISRO, NASA, several agencies are sending their missions to the Mars. Jupiter. And now we are entering into the different section of the planets, that they are known as Jovian planets or giant planets. They are quite big in size. Why they are big in size? Because they are made up of gases. Now they are made up of gases, and the Earth-like, or I can say terrestrial planets, are made up of solid structure. They are having rocks, but they are having gases. Made up of gases. Jupiter is the largest planet, and it has 4 moons. 4 moons, that is Io, Europa, Ganymede and Callisto. Do not remember all these kind of facts, because you will unable to remind them or unable to remember them in your examination. Just forget them, but just only consider that Jupiter is the biggest planet of our solar system. Similarly, like this is Saturn, this is Uranus, and this is Neptune. Now, most important thing of this chapter is the shape of Earth. Shape of Earth. This is very important to understand. Shape of the Earth. We are studying geography. What we are studying? We are studying geography. Geography word contains 2 words. One is geo, one is graphy. Graphy came from the word that is graphos. Graphos means to study. Geo came from the word geoid. What is this geoid? Geoid means the shape of Earth. The shape of the Earth. Exactly what the geoid means? The shape which resembles with the shape of Earth, or I can say the shape of Earth is geoid. The shape which resemble with the shape of Earth is geoid. Now, what is the shape of Earth now? We know it shape like circle, we know shape like sphere, we know shape like hemisphere. Now, what is this geoid like shape, or what is this Earth like shape? The shape of Earth is, it is something like that. having flat surface near the pole, that is North Pole and South Pole, and the near the equator it is having bulge. It is having bulge. So Earth is flat or near the pole and having bulge at the equator. How we can explain it? If we consider the radius at equator and radius at pole, you will always find radius of equator is greater than radius of pole. That's why this shape is known as geoid shape, or in normal day-to-day life we can say it is in a this shape is known as circle, or in 2D or in 3D if we consider, it is known as hemisphere or spherical in shape. It is not like earlier there are certain geographers which gave this theory that Earth is a flat. It's not flat, it is geoid in shape. Now what are the evidences which say that it is in geoid in shape? There are several evidences which are given in your book, like circumnavigation of the Earth. That means if we start our ship from here, we can complete the whole circle. It is not something like that if we start our ship from here, if we go here and we will fall like this. No, it's not like that. So one is circumnavigation of Earth, second one is circular horizon. If you are standing here, this is your point, this is your horizon, it is always like this, point B, point C. If we move further, this is your point D, now your horizon become like this. This is just due to because Earth is having spherical shape or similar to sphere. Third one is ship's visibility. When you are standing on a beach and you are seeing a ship coming towards you, you will find the first thing is appear flag, then whole ship. Why this? Due to the shape of the Earth. Next one is sunrise and sunset. If consider Earth as a flat, in this case sunrise, you will find sunlight at every place at the same time. But if we consider Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh, you will find there is a difference of 2 hours. Why? Just because of the shape of the Earth. So, sunrise and sunset also gives the evidence of the Earth's sphericity. The lunar eclipse, the shadow which you will find during the lunar eclipse of the Earth, you will easily come to know about that the shape of the Earth is a sphere. All other planetary body, like we consider Moon, consider Mars, consider Jupiter, they all are spherical in shape. Then how come Earth be a flat like structure or disc like structure? Next is driving pools on the level ground on the curved Earth. It is, what does it means? It means this is pole A, this is pole B, this is pole C. Take the distance approximately 100 kilometers. 100 kilometers. 3 poles are standing of the same height. If the Earth's surface is flat, then you will see height is same. Like if this is of 50 meter, you will find this is also 50 meter, this is also 50 meter. But in reality what happened? In reality you will find this is the Earth, this is pole A, this is pole B, and this is pole C. A, B, C. This is, if this is of 50 meter, then you will find the height is lesser than that of 50 meter. Why? Because Earth have a curvature, and this curvature gives the evidence of the Earth's sphericity. Now although this is not very important, what are the evidences of the Earth's sphericity? UPSC will never ask this, but just to explain why we know, why we consider Earth as a sphere or Earth as a shape of geoid, you must know these examples. These are the evidences of the Earth's sphericity. Now, next very important thing, the movement of the Earth. Earth motion, we can say that Earth perform two kinds of motion. One is rotational motion and another one is revolution. What does it means, rotation and revolution? Rotation and revolution. Rotation means Earth is just rotating on its axis from west to east. This type of motion is known as rotational motion. Another one is revolution. When revolution happens, when a body is revolving around a body, that motion is known as a motion of revolution or revolution motion. Here, this is the orbit of Earth. Here you will have sun, and here you will find Earth. Earth is rotating around the sun. This type of motion is known as revolution, and or when it is rotating around its axis, it is known as rotation. Now, what happens due to this rotation and what happens due to this revolution? This is Earth. This is the axis of Earth, which is tilted 23.5 degree. Earth is rotating in this direction. Consider this is sun, and we are getting insolation. Insolation means incoming solar radiation. As we have already discussed, sun is the only source of heat as well as of light in our solar system. Then light is coming from sun. You will find this side of Earth, you will find light, and other side you will not find light. That means there it is dark side. This is light side. I can say this is day and this is night. This is day and this is night. And a circle, this is circle which divide Earth day in night. This circle is known as circle of illumination. Circle of illumination. So, due to the rotation of Earth, you will experience day and night on the surface of Earth, except here, this is North Pole, this is South Pole. In South Pole, you will always find day because it is on the this side of circle of illumination, and in the North Pole, this is North Pole, you will always find what? You will always find night, or you will always find dark side of the Earth at North Pole. Does this happens? No. We know that at North Pole and at South Pole there are day and night of duration of 6 months and 6 months day and 6 months night. Why this 6 months day and why this 6 months night? It is due to the revolution. If Earth was stationary, this will be the position. You will always find night at North Pole and you will always find day at South Pole. If Earth was stationary, there is no kind of revolution movement, or if Earth is not revolving around us, and this situation will be there. But we know Earth performs two types of motion. The second motion is of, this is sun, this is the orbit, and here you will find Earth. As we all know, the axis of Earth is tilted 23.5 degree. at this moment you will find sun rays are striking at the northern hemisphere, and at this position you will find sun rays are directly striking at the southern hemisphere. That's why during this period north pole will have condition of day, and at this period south pole having day-like condition. Understood why it is of 6-month day or 6-month night at the poles. And due to this revolution you will find this change in season on the earth. The formation of season occur due to revolution of earth as well as due to the tilted axis of the earth. If earth axis was not tilted, in that case you won't be able to differentiate the season. Earth axis is tilted as well as earth is rotating. These are the two reasons why we have seasons. Understood? There are two reasons for the seasons. This we have already understood. 23.5 degree. This is Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn. What are they? We will later discuss. This is the revolution of the earth, how the revolution of earth helps in the formation of season. You will find spring season, summer season, autumn season and winter season. What are these seasons? How the temperature differs in this season, how the rainfall or the precipitation differs in season. We will discuss it later in the climatology section. But just understand these are the seasons just because of the revolution of the earth, or I can say motion of the earth. Now understand what is latitude and longitude. Latitude and longitude. They both are angular distance. They both are angular distance. Latitude and longitude. This is the earth, a line which divide earth into two equal parts and made 0 degree angle. It is known as equator. So equator, what does it means? Equator means a line or a circle which divide earth into two equal parts and made an angle of 0 degree. It is known as equator. At 23.5 degree you will find this is Tropic of Cancer. At 23.5 degrees south you will find Tropic of Capricorn. At 66.5 degree you will find Arctic Circle. And at 66.5 degrees south you will find Antarctic Circle. At 90 degree north you will find North Pole, and at 90 degrees south you will find South Pole. These are the important latitudes present on the surface of the earth, and all these latitude as well as longitude are imaginary lines. They are not if you go to space and you will click a picture of earth, you won't find any kind of latitude or longitude on the surface of the earth. These are the imaginary lines to find the accurate location on the surface of the earth. Understand? So these are the important latitudes, and this latitudinal division helps to understand the heat zones of the earth. How does it help? Consider this as a sun. The area which receive maximum amount of insolation, or I can say which receive the direct sun rays, this area is known as tropical region. Tropical region, or I can say the area having high temperature in between the two tropics is known as tropical region. Away from 23.5 degree till 66.5 degree, you will find this zone is known as temperate zone. This is temperate zone, and above 66.5 degree till 90 degree, it is known as frigid zone. These are the heat zones of the earth present on the earth. There are mainly 1, 2, this whole is 3, 4, 5 zones of heat zones of the earth present on the earth's surface. This is the maximum sunlight, maximum insolation you will find near the equator, or I can say in the tropical region. Here, as you go away above, or you go near the 90 degree, you will find the angle is declining. Angle is declining. Which angle? The sunlight angle is declining. That's why you will find slanting rays. You will find slanting rays, which does not help to does not increase the temperature as the direct sunlight does. This is the difference between slanting rays as well as the direct rays of the sun. That's why you will find maximum temperature near the equator, or I can say in the tropical region. Now, what is longitude? Longitude means a line starting from the North Pole coming towards the South Pole. The line starting from the North Pole and coming towards the South Pole. If we took in 3D structure, they are known as hemisphere. They are a half sphere which are starting from the North Pole, or I can say they are starting from the South Pole and going from to the North Pole. Now, 0 degree, this is the 0 degree longitude, which is also known as Greenwich meridian. Greenwich meridian. And one more important longitude is there, that is 180 degree longitude, which is known as international date line. Now, why these longitudes are very important? They are important to determine date as well as time. Consider India. Take the example of India. We always write IST is equals to GMT plus 5:30. Indian Standard Time is equals to Greenwich Meridian Time plus 5:30. Why it is always written like this? Because India has taken a standard meridian of 82.5 degree on the side of east. That's why we have sign of plus. If India was on the western hemisphere, India took W 82.5 degree western longitude as its standard meridian. At that moment, this sign become like GMT minus 5:30, because we are on the eastern side, or I can say on the eastern hemisphere. That's why it is plus in sign. Now, what is this GMT and why this 5:30? Earth rotate 360 degree in 24 hours. That means in 1 hour, 360 divided by 24, it is 15 degree. How much? 1 hour means 15 degree. Now, GMT is a time at Greenwich. Greenwich is 0 degree. IST is a time on Indian Standard Meridian, that is 82.5 degree. Now, if you go from 0 to 82.5, we can go like this. This is 0 degree, and take it is 1 p.m. Now, this is 15 degree, 15 degree means 1 hour, and we are going in the direction of east. That means we have to add, it is 2 p.m. Then 30 degree, it is 3 p.m. 45 degree, it is 4 p.m. 60 degree, it is 5 p.m. 75 degree, it is 6 p.m. Then we have 90 degree, and it is 7 p.m. 82 and a half lies between 75 and 90. This is 82 and a half degree, which is standard meridian of India. 82 and a half degree. It is in between of 75 and 90. That means you have to add 7.5 degree to 75 to reach at 62 and a half degree. If 15 degree is equals to 1 hour, that means 7.5 degree is equals to 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes, or I can say half an hour. You can say at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at India, that is 82 and a half, you will having time of 6:30 p.m. Now take that formula, that is IST is equals to GMT plus 5:30. At GMT we have 1, you have to add 5:30, that means 6:30, and here also 6:30. That's why these longitudes are helps to understand how the time changes and how the time zones are divided in the world. Can you please let me know how many time zones are present on the earth and how many time zones are present in our country, that is in India? So these are the importance of latitude as well as of longitude. This is the international date line. If you go from west to east, you will gain a day, and if someone is going in opposite direction, that is east to west, you have to lose a day. Why? Just because of longitude. This is a 180 degree longitude, and if you cross the longitude, you will find that date has changed. That is from 2nd of January to 3rd of January, and from 3rd of January to 2nd of January. Just follow the direction west to east, the motion of the earth, the rotation of the earth direction, and it is east to west. East to west is travel loses a day, and west to east travels gains a day. Just remember this thing. And one more important thing, 180 degree longitude is the only longitude which is not a straight line. Why it is not a straight line? Because due to administrative reasons, if a country having two dates, in administrative process it becomes quite difficult to having two dates in the same country. That's why we have to make a zigzag line. We have to make a zigzag line. This is the only longitude which is not of a straight line. This is the you will find these all things in your first chapter. So we have studied, just revise them. Universe, nebular hypothesis or Big Bang, Earth, same, Big Bang, nebula. Nebula, we have understood what is centripetal, centrifugal, gravitational force. Then solar system, sun plus 8 planets. Okay, one more question. Just give me the answer of this question. As Earth and the other planets have its rotational direction, Earth having rotational direction, there are two planets which are not rotating in the same direction as other planets are rotating. Just give me the name of those planets. So in solar system we have studied sun as well as the other 8 planets. Then we have studied about shape of the earth, and we have also given the evidences to prove that earth is having a shape which resemble with the sphere, or exact term is a geoid. Then we have come to know about two things, that is L and N, that is latitude and longitude. These are imaginary line as well as their angular distance. If you are writing in the mains, you must write this word, that is angular distance. Angular distance is an important word. And why these imaginary lines are drawn on the globe? Just because to mark the exact location. If we want to understand an exact location of a place or a point, you must have the latitude as well as the longitude. This latitude helps to understand the division of heat zone, that is tropical zone, temperate zone and frigid zone, whereas for the longitude, the time zone, division in time zone of the earth is divided as per the longitude. Just give me that answer also, that in how many time zone an earth can be divided. Okay, so this was the chapter number 1. The name of the chapter was the earth and the universe. If you have any doubt regarding this chapter, just let me know in the comment section. Likewise, we will complete all the chapters from chapter number 1 to chapter number, and we will complete a whole series of C Leong. Just stay with me, just stay tuned with me. And if you want to purchase any kind of course from the Study IQ, use code MBLive to get maximum discount. Okay, stay tuned, like, share and subscribe the channel, and we will meet in the next class. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.